I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of us finding out what Viking Princess Lifts is up to. Also known as Anna from Glitter and Lasers. I just kind of wanted to go over this and some other workout videos, quote unquote, that Anna has shared that have made it up onto the Reddit that must not be named. Because as I have said in previous videos, I'm really bad at keeping up on her Instagram because I've been blocked and I'm just lazy. And I mean, yeah, I could create a new account, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to. I'm bad enough checking the one that I have. Anyway, so thank you guys over at the Reddit. I want to go over two things in particular, and then we're gonna go through some other stuff that I found while I was over here perusing. But in particular, I want to talk about, well, this horrible screen that I froze on. I'm so sorry. Anna goes to her gym at her apartments after being cleared to work out post pneumonia that she had, I think, that was recovering from while she was in Disney that we just went over in another video, which how many people did you give pneumonia to at Disney? Anyway, so we're going to watch this and probably have some comments about it. And then we're going to talk about, etiquette in public when you're sick, post the Rona, because shit's changed in the last 6 years because of the Rona. And it would be nice if people like Anna would fucking acknowledge that. Anyway, yes, I have makeup on. I play around in my makeup sometimes. This is usually the result. You're welcome. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, let's get into this so that we can talk about stuff.
I had pneumonia. I was out for 3 weeks.
Start over.
And I'm at the gym. Not a bad view to make up to.
That is pretty as hell, I'm not going to lie. But she's on the 19th billionth floor of her 7K thousand. Yeah, that's usually what K means. $1 a month apartment. That's a lot of money for an apartment.
Where have I been? I had pneumonia. I was out for 3 weeks.
And then I went to Disney. Unless she did all of this before she left for Disney, which is possible. Anna's timeline is wibbly wobbly. That's the problem with Anna's timeline, is you never know where in reality is Anna. Anyway, that didn't work at all. The point being, maybe this was all filmed before she went to Disney. I don't know.
I am just cleared to be active again, but I still have a tight chest. I'm still coughing.
Why don't you have that doohickey? Why don't you have a scarf tied around your neck right now?
So slowly.
So there is music in the background. So if there, for some reason things get cut, that's why.
Since I'm still recovering, I am lifting it pretty much like a deload this week. So I did some warm-ups and then did my deadlifts. But what I didn't expect was how much it would make me cough afterwards. It was hard.
This poor guy. He's just like, please let me just watch. I'm just going to focus on this. I'm not going to lie. She looks like she's gained. And maybe that's just the inflammation from pneumonia. Maybe.
Luckily for the second and third set, I didn't have as many coughing issues because I think my body just accepted okay, this is what we're doing now. Deadlifts are done. Now just accessories. So I was doing really well. I did my good mornings. I didn't have any issues. They went by pretty quickly. And then I went into this super set of lat pull downs and cable rows. And it just made me cough again.
Did you really need to film yourself coughing directly into your phone camera? I mean, that is probably one of the reasons why people got a little pissy. Here's the thing. Anna doesn't seem to think about shit. This is kind of like her Target video, even though it's only a minute and a half long. This is a lot like the Target video where she just she's just being herself. You can tell she's just being herself when she's at Target. Maybe we should go back over that video again. She's just being herself. And unfortunately, herself is fucking insufferable and incredibly rude. You know, she goes in the wrong section. She has a hissy fit because she can't find things that fit because she's in the wrong section. She wads things up and throws them on the shelves. She doesn't put things back. She doesn't even attempt to fold things. She snaps her fingers at people when she gets frustrated. She tries to turn her frustration around onto the employees at Target when she undresses and redresses the mannequins there, as if it's the employees' faults that she undressed and redressed the mannequins when it was 100% her. No one made you do that. You did that. You did that yourself. That video got taken down not long after she put it up because she just got so much backlash for that because she was just being an insufferable, spoiled child during that video. And it just like progressively got worse throughout that video. And this is kind of the same thing. Like she goes to this gym in her apartment, not a big deal. She's working out and she just doesn't fucking think about anyone else around her because it's just not part of her day to day. This kind of a video really drives home the point that Anna does not think about other people, because if she did, she wouldn't have just filmed herself hacking directly into her phone like that. Can you see me coughing? I don't need to watch you cough into your phone, Anna. I get it. You were coughing. You told me you were coughing. I got that. I didn't need to watch you cough into your phone. I didn't need to see that. It's fine. I got you. I believe you. You had pneumonia, right? And then she's got to immediately go into her to show me how much of a badass she is by lifting her weight, starting in on her weight machine. Let's see if we can watch it again.
But we
Nobody coughs into their, but no one coughs into their hands anymore, or nobody should be coughing into their hands anymore. I mean, I guess we should be happy she wasn't just like open mouth, tongue out, hacking into the air, but kinda. And then she just goes from that to immediately grabbing onto the equipment and just doing the equipment.
Weirdly enough, yet again, once I got into the groove of doing like the second and third set, I did not cough again. Now
she had to stop. She's the only one filming herself for this time. She had to stop, reposition her camera, and film herself at different angles in order to get those three views. So the one where she's like straight on, the one where she's kind of off to the side, and then she had another one where she was a little bit off to the side. So she is stopping her workout, taking her phone, setting it up, and then going back to her workout while there are people in the gym with her, and she's coughing and hacking on everything. I just want you to understand how that's going.
all that's left is step ups, and I'm just going to start stepper because I'm at my apartment gym.
I feel like if one thing got me in the gym today, it was the stupid stair stepper. And
Why did you speed this part up? No fucking person in this planet. It's like when she went up the sand dunes and she was just like, no one believes you walk that fast, Anna. We've seen you walk.
it wasn't even like the strength of my legs. It was just my breath. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, it was the pneumonia. To be fair, the stair steppers, those things will kick your ass. I'm not joking. I love them, but they will kick your ass.
I'm finishing with a little active recovery, just trying to get my lungs back to supporting exercise.
Getting my lungs back to supporting exercise. Cardio? Getting your lungs back to cardio? Lungs don't support exercise. Now, Anna has mentioned in the past that she has asthma, and she has mentioned that she has exercise-induced asthma, which is a thing. So, I'm sure that's not helping with the pneumonia. I'm sure the pneumonia is not helping that. So, but we haven't seen her hit her inhaler. I know she has one. We've seen her use it before. So, maybe you can't use an inhaler when you have pneumonia. I don't know. Can't remember the last time I had pneumonia, and I don't use an inhaler, so I don't know.
Now I'm going to eat my post-workout snack.
And you've got to eat it immediately after you work out or you will lose all of your gains. You got to eat that candy bar. You eat that candy bar and keep your gains.
I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go about the rest of my day. Because I got it in and I got it done. And I'm at the gym. Not a bad view to me.
The issues people were having, and that I have, you were coughing on everything. And you were coughing into your hands. If you're going to do that, I need to see you use hand sanitizer. Other things I need to see you doing, just because A, it's gym etiquette, and B, you're coughing on everything. And I watched you cough into your hands and then immediately touch the equipment. You were coughing and then you were touching the equipment. So you can't tell me that you stopped and put hand sanitizer on, because when? Anyway, I need to see you wiping the equipment down. All right. I don't know if your office gym, I don't know if your apartment gym has these stations, but like my gym, because I go to Planet Fitness, has multiple stations throughout the entire gym that have like these squirt bottles full of pink shit and paper towels. I take wipes with me because I hate having to like walk all the way over to a station and walk all the way back. They're not that far away from the machines. Like most of them are just like, I don't know. They're not that far away from the machines. I just hate having to like stop and go get the thing and bring it back. And I just like having a little pack of wipes with me. Right. So I just have like antibacterial wipes with me at all times when I go to the gym. It's just easier because then I just sit down, wipe shit down. I'm done. Get up, wipe shit down. I'm done. I wipe before and I wipe after, because I don't know if the person before me has cleaned the equipment and has been hacking all over their hands before they touch the fucking equipment, Anna. Do you want monkeypox? Because that's how you get monkeypox. And then like I clean the equipment down when I'm done with it because I'm not an asshole. Okay. Oh my God, there was this day. Oh Jesus. This guy, he's just a sweat factory, which, you know, whatever. People sweat. Not a big deal. Oh my God. But he's just like, ugh. And he was at the leg press machine. And I really wanted to use the leg press machine. So I waited. Oh my God. And he just like saturated the machine. And he gets up and I'm like, okay, he's getting up to go get the wipe, to get the shit to wipe it down. Cause there's just like, there's just like a second him there in wetness. He never comes back. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? You sweat all over this goddamn machine and you won't come clean it up? There's no way you don't know that you're sweating on everything. So this dude has been walking around the gym the entire time he's been working out, sweating on everything and not cleaning a single fucking thing up after he's done. Oh my God. People like that need to be asked to leave. Anyway, people like Anna who hack on everything and then touch the equipment and then not clean it up, they need to be asked to leave. That's gross. Okay? And in a post-Rona world, nobody knows what the fuck is wrong with you. Maybe you have the Rona. Maybe you have the bubonic plague. We don't know. Maybe you just have a really bad cough. You know what they do have, though? They've got masks these days that were designed specifically for people to work out in. So they're easier to breathe in while you work out. Just wear a goddamn mask when you go to the gym. Then you can cough all the fuck you want. It's all in your little mask. Right? Then you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Like, problem solved. And then everybody can look over and be like, oh, you're wearing a mask. Okay. And move on with life. As opposed to those poor men who are in the gym with you who are like, oh, God. Okay? Seriously. Just think about other people. Right. So anyway, this disgusting video leads to Anna having a clap back because people were pointing things out just like I was. Only some of them were having even more of a meltdown than I did. Okay, this says, I was simply trying to show the realities of going back to the gym past significant illness. First off, you are not the poster child of people going back to the gym after significant illness. And clearly the illness wasn't that significant because the entire time you had pneumonia, you were posting videos of you doing all kinds of stupid crafts and your hair and your makeup. And I personally think you were in Disney while you had pneumonia. So it obviously wasn't that bad. Pneumonia can be very bad. I'm just saying I don't think she had it that bad. That's my personal opinion, not a doctor. Anyway, I did not expect people to send me angry DMs about my careless, actions infecting the masses. Yeah, bitch. You were coughing directly into your hands and touching the equipment. Even if you're not sick, your mouth is disgusting. Everyone's mouth is. You're spitting into your hands when you cough. And then you just go straight from to touching the equipment. Nobody wants to touch the equipment that you've effectively licked. Mine now. Would you? If I went to your gym and right in front of you slobbered all over the bar and then went here, would you want to touch it? My guess is no. So why is it acceptable for you to do it and everybody else has to live with it? Even if you're not sick, I still don't want to touch something that you've touched after coughing into your hands. I don't care if you're sick or not. It's fucking gross. Anyway, Monday really Mondayed. That said, what does that have to do with anything? That said, I'm still going to go to the gym today. I'll be sure to film me sanitizing my hands. LOL. Yeah, you should. You probably should. You probably should from here on out. You probably should film yourself in all of your workout shit from here on out, wiping the equipment down. It is the least you could do. It's basic gym etiquette. You should actually be showing yourself participating in basic gym etiquette, especially as somebody who's trying to be a gym influencer. Because now you're teaching people basic gym etiquette so that you're not that sweaty ass asshole who sweat all over the machine I wanted to use and then just left to go sweat on some other machine. Ugh. Right? I mean, it's the least you could do. Anyway, so this is her yelling at us because, God forbid, we try to correct her shitty behavior in public.
Here's the thing that's wild to me about the internet. You can provide a ton of context and think that you've provided literally almost more context than needed.
What context do you think you gave us? Context for what? What context what are you contexting?
And it will still not be enough for people to assume the worst about you.
It will still not be enough for people to assume the worst about you. I know what you were trying to say.
Pneumonia causes you to cough past you actually being contagious, actually considerably past, because you're...
I don't care. You were coughing into your hands and then touching the equipment. And then not showing yourself cleaning the equipment off or sanitizing your hands. Also, I don't care.
lungs are damaged and you've got to cough basically the garbage out.
Oh, that's even better. So you're coughing phlegm out of your lungs into your hands that you're then touching the equipment with. Oh, that makes it better. You're right. My bad. You're right. My bad. Why am I mad about your phlegmy ass hands touching the equipment? That's crazy. Why would I be mad about that? Yeah, that face. That's the face I'm making at you right now.
That's the easiest way to explain it. And I felt like I had explained that well enough, but I didn't.
When did you explain that?
And I did learn cough into my elbow. I can do that.
It is 2026. We were taught in 2020 and 2021 and into 2022 to cough into our elbows because you don't want to cough into your hands because of the Rona. How are you 41 in 2026 and you don't fucking know that you're supposed to cough into your elbow? I know you're in Texas. I understand. But even in Texas, they were taught to cough into their fucking elbows. Okay? Even in Tejas, they were taught to sing the alphabet while washing their hands. You know why I know that? Because everybody was. God.
And I didn't really include the clips of me like sanitizing my hands
Because there aren't any. Look at you lying. You're in your lie zone right now. I paused it in the most perfect place. You are lying your fucking ass off. You didn't sanitize your hands once, and I'm willing to bet you didn't wipe the equipment down. It is entirely possible she might have wiped the equipment down off screen. Because maybe she is like, nobody wants to watch me wipe the equipment down. Well, we do now. I want to see it now. More than once. I want to see it every time after everything you use.
because I just don't think it's like very interesting.
It's not about if it's interesting or not. It's about you showing that you think about people beyond yourself. You know the tip of your nose? There's a whole world out there. And in that world, there are other people. It's not just the people that live behind your eyes. There are actual living things that are out in the world. You know, those people that you were picking up at the gym and then dropping on the floor and they were complaining about how you weren't gentle with them. You know, the giant ass dudes who were full of muscle, who picked up giant ass weights and put them back down on the ground. You know, the guys who were just chunks of muscle were bitching about you being too rough with them. Remember those guys? Those are real people too. And they don't want you hacking and coughing all over their equipment either.
But again, people will always assume the worst.
Because you don't show us anything to assume otherwise. And we have seen your behavior in other ways and other things that make us assume the worst. Past is prologue. Target. The lady on good job getting out there. You then attacking verbally attacking the woman who told you good job getting out there, and then running back to your car and being like, I'm a petty bitch. Excuse me. I'm a petty bitch. Good for you. What else? Oh, Bagelgate. Let's not even talk about, let's talk about Bagelgate and your shit ass behavior the whole time you're walking around New York. Because it's New York, you guys. So that's not a pass to act like a fucking weirdo and be an asshole to people. Okay? Just because there's a stereotype about people in New York doesn't mean you get to go to New York and act like the stereotype. So that's Anna yelling at us for yelling at her for not cleaning up after herself at the gym after coughing on everything. So Anna tells us that she's learned her lesson, and I know she was being sarcastic when she said this. So Anna tells us she learned her lesson and she's going to, from here on out, be a changed woman. This says, spending my Friday night in the gym the last day I worked out as Monday and took it until today to feel okay again. I did not forget my meds on Wednesday, so that is likely why. I did forget my meds on Wednesday, so that is likely why. That said, my lungs are ways away from where they were. It's definitely frustrating. I didn't mess that up. That's how that's written. Right, so this is Anna telling us, I believe, that she hasn't worked out since Monday. Monday being the video that she posted where she was coughing all over everything. Now, she is back in her gym at her apartment building. So let's see how many times Anna shows us her wiping the equipment down and sanitizing her hands. Okay, this is big Friday night plans. There's music and it's like biddy diddy bum bum, biddy diddy bum bum, biddy diddy doo doo wah. And then, okay. Uh-huh. 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 You know, I will say from this angle, I will say this. From this angle, it looks like her arms are getting more even from this angle. I can't tell for realsies. Uh-huh. Yeah, we saw. Look at you. Yeah. It's like a 5-year-old. You see? You guys see me? Did you see me? Did you see me? Huh? Mom, did you see me? Mom, did you see me, Mom? Guess what we didn't see? Guess what we didn't see? Well, we didn't see her do. Guess what we didn't see her do? Yeah, we didn't see her do that thing. We didn't see her do that thing. Anyway, next. This one says, it said to exhaustion in my schedule and I delivered. I don't know what that means. I feel like you're doing that wrong. I feel like Anyway. And then once again, who is she looking at? Oh my god, guys, did you see me? Guys, did you see me? See me, guys, see me? Guess what we didn't see you do? Guess what we didn't see you do, Anna? What didn't you do? What did you forget to do, Anna? What did you forget to do? What did you forget? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. So she says, that said, consistency has and always will always will be my game. Cool. I'll get back to where I was. I just have to be patient. Whatever. So she worked out on Monday, coughed all over everything, got pissy because people called her on it, and then said that she would, I know she was joking. I know she was just being an ironic EIH, but she said she'd show us her wiping the equipment down and sanitizing her hands. And then on Friday, she posts a bunch of clips of her working out and touching the equipment. And guess what she didn't show us? But she was sure to look over at the camera like a 5-year-old to make sure that we were all watching. Anna, you posted a video. We can't not watch. The only way we can not watch is to literally not watch. So if we're watching the video, we're watching you. You don't have to look back over your shoulder and be like, Don't worry, we're watching. I don't know what she means by like the heart kicking in to compensate when your lung capacity is diminished. I don't know where she gets that. If Anna says something about the body, just assume it's wrong. I don't know where she gets what she gets. I don't know what she means. I don't think she knows. I don't know. All of that being said, this is the Anna's back from pneumonia working out arc as it is right now, today being the 13th of May. So I guess if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put I think there's a coughing. Yeah, there's a coughing emoji or a sneezing emoji down in the comments section, if you would please. Have you guys ever worn the masks for working out? I've never used them myself, but I've seen them and I've seen people at the gym using them. So let me know if you've ever used them. What do you think? I imagine they are probably pretty uncomfortable and that kind of a thing. So don't go to the gym. If you're still coughing all over everything, don't go. Or wipe everything down. Make a big fucking production out of wiping everything down so everyone knows that you're wiping everything down. I am curious, has anybody had pneumonia and asthma at the same time? I feel like that's a really bad combination. So I feel like that's going to really complicate things. But, if you want to share, don't feel like you have to. But if you'd like to share, is that even worse? I feel like that would be even worse. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. So feel free to share your not wiping equipment down at the gym horror stories if you would like, since I shared mine. But yeah, that's enough Anna for one day. I've already made one video that was a nightmare to make. This one finally came out. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, your emoji is somebody coughing or sneezing, and I will see everybody in the next video. But until then, bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.